What's up, Dick Barnes? Killing eSports here. My name is Inglewood.
And I'm the Snurdaperds.
And we are on Shakuris Plateau with a TvZ today, looking at our buddy Zergthing, the red Zerg in the northeast corner.
That's not our buddy. Fuck that guy. I'm here for IMdrunk.
Alright, well, I guess we're split down the middle then. Who's your buddy then? Tell us who you like.
Oh, IMdrunk is that blue Terran that I'm looking at right now. That guy's a beast. He's known specifically for his drops, and usually he's too drunk to play effectively. Yep. You know, but I honestly don't know if that's because we've goaded him into constantly playing people in a higher league than him, or if he's just usually too drunk to play.
Well, today we'll get to find out, because this is not live casted. This is a ladder replay.
Oh, which means that if he sent it to us...
Don't say that.
Well...
Because my buddy Zergthing might have sent it to me.
Oh, well, if that guy sent it to you, then that's fine, too. I'm just saying.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Did I ruin it for you?
Fuck. Alright. Well, let's see how IMdrunk wins this. He's gonna win it by walling off the top of his ramp. Oh, fuck. So, if we've never told you guys why we're named Killing eSports, it seems like an appropriate time to segue into that.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Where the casting is so bad. Oh, don't pause the game. Come on.
Oh,
Wasn't
you
that
can't...
bad. Thanks. Okay, that was quick. I appreciate it. Anyway, so the casting here is so bad that eSports literally dies. StarCraft 2 pros quit this game and moved to League of Legends when we cast replays.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. We started casting. Oh, hey, look, there's Zergthing in here.
Yeah, he actually opted to go like super optimal and not throw down an early supply depot to totally block that ramp off, and so Zergthing got in there and got to see what was happening. So he does know where he's at. He's taking an expansion behind it. He's also getting a spawning pool, all looking very much normal. He went hatch first, so he wasn't totally feeling threatened. He's not being defensive by any means. He's just playing a normal Zerg game, which is good to see. And IMdrunk gonna roll east and see what he can see in response to that.
You know, what's really sad about this, not live casting an IMdrunk game means we don't get to see a giant cock. But we do get to see a bunker go down by his expansion.
I wonder if he just does a giant cock in his replays anyway. It doesn't look like it. That is disappointing. We'll have to get on him about that.
Yeah, but do you see the bunker coming down near this expansion?
I see a bunker coming down here.
This is retarded.
He actually got it down before the creep got to that block, that grid. So it is going to finish. I mean, Zergthing knows this is happening. 4 Zerglings are on their way out. One SCV.
Oh, and he puts the SCV.
Ah, yeah. Typical IMdrunk. So that's actually really smart. Look what he did. Only one drone can actually damage that SCV while it's repairing when it's there. But he did lose his position. He had to go in there and join the Marine, and this is not going to end well. He didn't even get a salvage on that. So 100 minerals down the shitter, as is that SCV and Marine. That said, Zergthing lost a whole lot more money than that by having to pull so many drones off his line.
So, who'd you say is ahead right now?
Well, I mean, it still looks shockingly in the Zerg's advantage numbers-wise. But it does look like IMdrunk is getting his second command center up. And so once that finishes, if Zergthing is not on a third base by then, I'm going to give the advantage to the Terran player. But we'll see how he handles these lings. There's 7 lings that were forced to be made to defend against that bunker. And they're going to pop out and cause a little bit of mayhem right now. One's going to poke his head up the ramp and see what he can see. And there is a bunker there waiting, and it's in kind of a nice position. They're not going to get a full surround on that command center with lings without getting shot from the bunker. And the bunker is also far enough back that it's not going to get quickly taken out by like a roach push or something. So
yeah, and if you notice, the way he is set up to mine here at the beginning, he's put all the guys up here on the 4 top crystals, so they're within range of that bunker.
That's a very good point. Yeah, you're right. So he's actually going to make a third. Wow. So that wasn't a natural expansion that I saw building. That was a third command center. So now the Terran is actually ahead in bases. And that would explain why the supply count was in such the Zerg's favor. But this Overlord look at what time it is. It's about 6:30. That's when you sacrifice an Overlord to see what your opponent's doing. And Zergthing is doing just that. He sees this third orbital command being morphed, and he knows that he is behind a base. And he's going to have to either try and do some sort of like really quick push to punish that, or get up a third and a fourth base of his own.
Yeah, and so he's just sitting out here. His speedlings are just hanging out. Metabolic boost came down, but you were talking. Baneling Nest is out for Zergthing, but he's supply capped right now. It's going to take him a few minutes to catch back up, right?
Yeah, supply capped. He has no upgrades. That first Evo chamber is just now coming down. His Baneling Nest has not... actually, he's not even on lair tech, so there is no Baneling speed. So even if he does morph some Banelings, they're going to be slow as shit. They're going to be easy to get kited, microed, split against. So Marines will have no problem against slow Banelings. It's nice to have the option there for defensive Banelings, but obviously he's not receiving any offensive probes from the Terran player when the dude's on 3 bases already.
Yeah, and a couple of Hellions out here for IMdrunk.
And that's beautiful for IMdrunk. That is exactly what he needs. There's a ton of Lings flowing down the map in his direction. He's going to want to fill that bunker right now, and he's going to want to complete this wall off that he's starting with supply depots, but... a few Hellions, if he's making more... He's actually he's transitioned into Banshee.
Yeah, he's got his Banshee coming. These Hellions are going to come out and make quick work of this Zergling army. These Banelings are going to walk up real slow like...
Oh, so many of them, though.
Bullshit.
So many Banelings. Right into the mineral line they go, and how many are they going to kill?
Almost...
they waste themselves on that bunker, and the walls do come up in clutch timing there at the top of the ramp. IMdrunk just barely gets those supply depots to raise up, and they blow their load all over them, but they don't actually knock them down. So it's nothing but Lings now. He's going to kill a bunch of supply depots that will supply block IMdrunk, but he's just going to sit behind this. He's going to come back into the game. He's going to repair the wall. He's not going to have his main base exposed to this aggression. And it looks like Zergthing is actually committing really heavily to this attack. He's streaming across more and more Lings. Like he's determined to win it now or lose it now.
Yeah, and he's definitely looking to lose it now because...
yeah. Lings and Banelings not so good against Banshee, as it turns out.
Yeah, definitely not. And these SCVs are just hanging out to repair. They don't have anywhere else to go.
So and 51 supply now for IMdrunk. Not even that badly supply blocked, just by 2. And this Banshee, look how many Baneling kills it's getting for free. 14. Can I get a 15? He's getting free Ling kills now. That Banshee is a hero. Totally worth it.
Oh, and there's 15.
Yep.
16.
And all these Lings just swarming around. They have nowhere to go. They know they're not going to bust that wall down. He's going to pop up here and see if that natural expansion has been landed, which it has. It's going to force it to lift off again. But besides that...
These Hellions are going to make quick work of them.
Oh, but they get in. And he doesn't choose to run through. He's fighting. He's fighting on the ramp against Hellions. And, oh, so stupid. He could have hit the mineral line and been, like, totally golden to take out all of those workers. He's actually going to risk sitting here and getting...
Oh, and more Banelings are coming in.
But the Banelings here are actually going to put in some work. The wall is down and in they come. But not so good against another Banshee, which just popped up. So 2 Banshees. Are they going to be able to knock down all these Banelings before they hit the worker line? The answer...
And it looks like it, yeah.
Is... Oh, and that totally... Look, he did like 50, or even more than that, like 80% damage to all these SCVs. But if he had 2 Banelings, they'd all be dead. But now they can just be repaired right back up to full, and it's no big deal. More and more Lings streaming in here at the top of the ramp, but Banshees and Hellions are here to hold them at bay at least. A bunch are going to surround that natural command center. It's not being lifted off, the orbital that is. Orbital is actually going to fall to the Lings. The wall is wide open now, no more supply depot there holding these Lings back, and they're just going to continue streaming in. But it looks like Zergthing has actually finally given up on this. He's quit producing more Lings. Oh, and just as I say that, 2 more come out. But he is transitioning into Spire Tech, so he's going to give him a minute's rest, let him catch his breath, and he's going to come back with Mutalisks.
Yeah. And here comes that supply depot wall coming down again for IMdrunk, and he's bringing that other command center down to just set down and it's like he's always been on 2 base the whole time.
That's right, yeah. He never did get to take advantage of having that base upgrade over the Zerg, other than like extra mules with the 3rd orbital, and probably, 3 SCVs at a time in production.
An amazing 30 kills on one Banshee, 18 on another.
Oh, that's bananas. Yeah, 18, 30, and 3, so definitely a good transition for him. He's now working on 2-2 for his bio. He's actually throwing up missile turrets. So 6 mutas are in production, and he was totally going to be weak against Mutalisk, but it's like he has this sixth sense. He knew that there was a muta transition coming once the Zerglings quit flowing through his front door.
He's got 2-2 coming out. He's finally getting stim pack, vehicle weapons. He's
now vehicle weapons. Oh, for the Hellions. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Terran vehicle weapons, and so he's in a very good position right now. Here come the Mutalisks, and they're going to start tearing up these Banshees.
Yeah, they're going to just remove those Banshees completely right now.
Oh, and then the Marines hold them back.
Yeah, Marines without stim. I think he showed his hand a little bit there by not stimming up those Marines. So Zergthing might know that IMdrunk is not like crazy buff in the bio department. But here comes those Banelings anyway. Banelings and Mutalisks at the same time, kind of splitting the attention of these Marines. There's no missile turret here in the natural expansion. Well, actually there's one, but it's too far away to do any good here. It's just Marines against these Mutalisks. And 3 Marines are actually going to push away these last 3 mutas. I think if Zergthing would have stuck with that, he'd have been pretty well in order to knock down those Marines and continue on. That said, more and more Marines are streaming out. He's also getting some medevacs now, 2 at a time, and +2 damage has completed. So those Marines are actually doing just a ton of damage right now. And Mutalisk's not that strong.
We're going to see these medevacs come out. We might see some more drop play out of IMdrunk, something he's famous for.
Yeah, he is a pretty renowned dropper, but it looks like he's actually gone for a different build, an unusual build this game. So maybe he's trying something new. We'll see. He might actually, once he starts feeling the pressure of all these Banelings punching him up with the asshole, he might fall back to familiar tactics. His main base is completely mined out now. Just one patch that about 50 SCVs are fighting over. 2 patches, 2 half patches remaining. So he's effectively only on a 1 base economy at the moment. And he's not even mining off his second gas at that natural.
No, he's got 1 in there, it looks like. And these Banshees and these 2 medevacs have a small complement of Marines with them, and it doesn't look like he's producing much in the way of units. I mean, 1 siege tank, 1 marauder.
Good engagement in the middle here. Mutalisks come in too early, though. 2 of them fall out of the sky immediately. These slow Banelings cannot keep up with stim Marines.
Oh, and he stims up and just tears up the Zergling.
Yeah, he falls back to safety, and he actually cleans that up beautifully. He's going to lose a medevac or 2. Actually, all these misrallied medevacs kind of out in the open, but he only loses the 1 that I saw. He's on a 3rd base now, which is effectively a 2nd base since he mined out his main already. And the Zerg is actually only on 3 base of his own. I feel like for the last 10 minutes I haven't even looked at the Zerg base. So let's see what he's doing over here. Not much of anything. The same spire. He's got spore crawlers in his mineral line, so that's good. If the Banshees ever did come over and try to do something, he'd be a little bit defended, but here comes a push from IMdrunk.
Huge engagement here. Little Zerglings, Mutalisks. The Banelings are coming in, but they get destroyed before they even get to the siege tank. Siege tank's taking heavy damage, but it looks like, oh, and he pulls out the scan. He's coming in, tears up the queen. This 3rd's going down real fast for Zergthing.
Yeah, and he's going to clean up all those workers before he gets to work on the hatchery. So that was a bunch of worker kills there. Huge supply lead for IMdrunk now. He's up to like 40 supply, 30 supply. Does clean up that 3rd base, and he's going to knock down these Zerg cocoon eggs before they even turn into lings, it looks like. But no, he actually picks up. There you go. You asked for it, and you got it. He picks up into a medevac. Half a complement of healthy Marines and half a complement of sickly hurting Marines, but he's going to go and drop the main now.
Oh, right, and they come in, but the Zerg are already there, and they get torn up real quick. Bam, medevac down, all the Marines are down.
How are you so far ahead of me again?
I don't know, I clicked a second after you. Are you watching on faster?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Alright, well, I'm drunk taking base number 4, not quite yet morphed into an orbital or a planetary, so that's just a CC. We'll see what he does with it. He's making 2 factories and 6 more barracks, so definitely happy to stick with the bio game that he's been playing thus far.
And there's a drop up at the top back in the main, and he's going to be taking out this extractor.
Spoilers. Hey, there's a drop in the main. He's going to be taking out this extractor.
I don't know how you get so far behind me.
No stim.
He doesn't need... Oh, and here comes the Zerg.
No micro, no nothing. He's not even paying attention to it at all, it looks like. There we go. No surround here. The Ling's protecting the Marines there from the Banelings, but eventually one Ling fell and all the Banelings funneled through the hole. So that's a big wasted drop. Accomplished very little there. Not really worth losing 16 Marines for 1 extractor, but a noble gesture at least. What else is happening? +3 infantry weapons on the way for I'm Drunk. Baneling speed finally coming out for Zergthing. So delayed, but just now finished. Glad to see that happen. He's going to bump himself up to Hive Tech and take some flyer upgrades while he's at it. Also researching Burrow. Not sure who that's for.
Oh, we're seeing an I'm Drunk army coming through here.
Yeah, scan comes down. He saw a bunch of Zerglings and Banelings waiting for him. Looks like he's going to come in and maybe clear out some tumors, clear some of this creep out. He's going to siege up in the back and try and bait the Zerg force into his siege line, which could be devastating for Zergthing if he falls for it.
Yeah, he's spreading out his units, and I guess he's just willing to hang on there. Oh, and then the scan finally comes down. He must have been waiting for that scan, but everything went down real quick.
And he actually only grabs 1 tumor. He could move those Marines and pick off at least 4 more here that are wide open, but neglects to do so, so this creep will remain. Not that he's doing poorly by any means. 148 supply to 114 of the Zerg, so I'm Drunk definitely looking like he's in a commanding position. He's going to come down here and possibly challenge this 3rd base from Zergthing, who is supply capped badly, about 30 supply behind his opponent. Not where you want to be as Zerg.
Oh, and a huge melee.
Spoilers. Hey, a huge melee.
No, because I paused for like 5 seconds. So I really don't understand how you're behind me at all.
That cleaned up everything. A few more Marines come in from the west side to try and contest this, and they will push back the final couple of Lings, but that was a huge loss for I'm Drunk. And he will drop a scan down here on the 3rd base and come in and try and clear it out a 2nd time, and it looks like the workers are futilely going to try and knock down these Marines, and that's not going to happen. Lings come streaming in, and I think he's got enough Lings here that... Oh, they're not even getting us around. They're just like lining up to die. And die they do. Medevacs keep the Marines just healthy. 3rd base is now at half health and plummeting. This is looking really nice for I'm Drunk, who's been spending his money. Look at the gas for the Zerg players. He needs to find some place to put all that. He is on Hive Tech. He just now started an Ultralisk cavern, so we might see an Ultra transition out of him. He's certainly got the gas for it, but he's going to have to save up his pennies to make those things come to truth.
Fruition.
Yeah, I'm going to drink more whiskey.
Yeah, so I'm Drunk's bringing those 3 medevacs up back into this main again. And, oh, okay.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
See? I'm Drunk's drops, not to be fucked with. He sees 3 of them come in and he just quits.
What a vagina.
What a vagina. Anyway, it's been Killing eSports with Snurdy
and Englewood.
Alright, we'll catch you guys next time.